Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Well, hopefully it won't be too much of a disappointment, but tonight you only get me. Oh, my earring fell. Hey, Janine, how are you? And hey, Paula and Norma Jeannie, how are y'all doing tonight? Um, I know it's the Makers Show, but Jody had a last minute emergency. Nothing serious, y'all, okay? Hey, Helen, nothing serious. It's just that the boys end up with another basketball thing going on that at the last minute. So that's why she's not here tonight. So we're going to do something just a little bit different. I'm just going to be sharing some information with you. I won't be on as long, of course. And if you have any questions throughout the evening, please type it in the chat. If I know the answer, I'll try to answer. Yeah. Norma Jean, I'm sorry I didn't get back with you. It was late before me and Jody talked last night, actually, very late. And then she called me about 4 or 5-ish. Thank you, Paula. So tonight, this being February, even though, I celebrate, all cultures all year, every year, every day, not just, February for Black History, but I celebrate, just every holiday, all cultures, all people. That's the way I taught my children. Hey, Linda, and hey, Dana Grace. So tonight, what I thought I would do, we're going to share a little bit of information about Kwanzaa, since we're talking about that. Also, Jody did receive an overwhelming number of emails of people wanting to participate in the gift exchange that will be taking place on the 24th, I believe. And so you should receive an email from her by tomorrow. If you do not receive an email matching you up with someone, send one of us an email and she will do that, and she'll be sure to get you paired up with someone. What else? And if you want to participate and you didn't get the information to her, there's still time, because we would like to, on the 24th, everyone have their gift and be able to either share it, hashtag it on Instagram, or will you explain how that works and what? Okay. Kwanzaa is a holiday that starts on December the 26th, and it's an all-inclusive holiday where people exchange gifts throughout the next 7 days, and they have candles that they light. So what we wanted to do, or what y'all decided for us to do anyway, is to still have this celebration even though this is February. So you send your name in and with your email, and Jody pairs you up with someone. They will buy you a gift, either a gift they made, something they have, or something that you buy locally. We as you see, when I go through these 7 principles, you will hear why it's important to support your local community. And it's not, even though it was this, set up as an alternative to Christmas for African Americans, it's really an all-inclusive holiday. And when you go to these type of events, you see people from all over the world, and they're so similar to so many other holidays. So you do still have time to get your name in if you haven't already gotten your name in. So with that being said, I'm going to talk about the principles of Quants, and then I'm going to share with you some items that I have that are special and tell you why. So Kwanzaa has 7 principles. I was looking for my book, but it was last minute. Of course, I didn't find it. But anyway, they have this candle holder, and it's called a Kanara. And there are red, black, and green candles in that candle holder. And each night for 7 days, you light one of the candles. And the first principle is, I'm going to mess up these words, okay? Omoja. or Umoja. And it means unity. And it's just bringing everyone together. And that's all that simply means. So on that night, you may have a big feast or something. Strive for and maintain unity in the family, the community, and the nation. So it's real simple. It's just bringing everyone together. Then the next one, I'm going to write this word down for you because I will butcher it. I know. Hey, Carrie, how are you? It's spelled, you ready for this? Listen to these letters. Kujchichagulia. I'm still learning English, okay? But that's how hey, Doc Diggy, how are you? And this word here simply means self-determination, to define ourselves, to name ourselves, to create ourselves, and to speak for ourselves. So not stop allowing other people to say who you are and what you are. So it's just you being you. And when you see me, hey, Katie, you see me. I don't whatever. And that's the second principle. And I know I'm moving kind of fast. And the next one is Ujamaa. And I will write it down. Ujamaa. And that means collective work and responsibility. It's to build and maintain a community together. And to make our community's problems our problems and solve them together. So realizing that, just because one person may have a problem, it's not only just their problem. Sometimes it's a whole community problem. So it's for for us to help solve those problems. That was Ujamaa, and the Ujamaa. These words are so similar. And the next one is Ujamaa. And that is Ujamma. And that one just means cooperative economics, to build and maintain our own stores, our businesses, and all profit from them together. And this particular one that I'm looking at, they also give songs to go with it. And the next one is Nia, which means purpose. It's just building up and developing communities together. And this YouTube community is a fantastic example of all of these principles. The next one is, I have to write this one down for you too. Write it on there. Let's write it here. Kuumba. I guess that'd be Kuumba. Kuumba. It's creativity. And that's why we say when you're giving these gifts, think of things. Thank you, Katie. Hey, Sharon. Think of things that you make. It can be something very simple. It does not have to be an expensive gift. If you are a poet, you write poetry, you may want to give that person a gift of you through your poetry. If you love books, give that person a book. Or if you know that person loves a book, maybe you have this old figurine, but you know that person always would admire that. That would be a perfect gift. And then the other one is Amani. And you hear a lot of kids named Amani now. And that just means faith. To believe with all our hearts that people in the righteousness and victory of everybody's going to be victorious in this struggle. We got to have faith that that's going to happen. So those are the principles. And now what I would like to do is kind of share some of the things that I have, picked up along the way. Maybe some of this. I'm going to start with this because I need to empty my basket so I can put everything back in. I just picked this up today. I went to the thrift store and they had a beautiful display of all kinds of African and Black history items in the window. And this is an African grass basket or bowl. But, you know, you'll see them on eBay and other places. And if you look, you'll see these are like kind of like pine straw, kind of, but it's grasses that's grown in Africa. And these look wonderful hanging on a wall or sitting on your table with fruit in it or anything like that. But this takes a lot of work and it's very similar. This one right here, this basket was made over in, hey Joanne, this basket here was made over in South Carolina by the Gullah people, Geechee Gullah, I think is how they say it. And they're made out of actual grasses and pine straw. And if you ever go over in the downtown district, they have a lot of them. But if you go out in the outlying areas, you'll find people set up on side of the road selling those. So those are baskets that's, you know, you associate a lot of times. Then I found this today too. Hi, Eileen. I got your package in the mail yesterday, so you should be getting it tomorrow or the next day. I forgot exactly when they said the delivery was. But this this giraffe is made out of leather. And I don't know necessarily where it was made, but you see giraffes in Africa, so I thought this would be appropriate for the show. And he's pretty tall. He's about, I would say 16 to 18 inches tall. And then I'm staying on the continent now of Africa. I found these today at the thrift store. If you go backpack, can you remember? Yes, I will, Joanne. I will. Hey, Nancy. These right here, I thought they were beautiful. I could not read the name of where they were, who they were made by, but it does have a stamp on it. And these are actually carved, and then they have the hole here so you can hang them on the wall. So I thought those were very nice. I mean, it's got so much detail. Look at the hair. And even on this one where her hair is, look at the textures, which I think is just really, really nice. So those are the items that I had that you associate with African Americans, but more, you hit the, yes, I did, Paula. They had so much stuff that I couldn't make my mind up. And I told Joanne on the phone a little while ago, I may go back tomorrow. I don't know. It's not too far from me. So now what I'm going to do, we're going to come more on this side of the world. We're going to come back over to the United States. These things are not vintage or whatever. I wish I had brought this one picture, but I forgot. Okay. I'm going to show you my daughter's favorite doll from childhood. This one is not hers. She had hers at her house, but I have one too. This is Addie by American Girl. And she was one of the first African-American dolls. She was the first African-American doll that I found for African-American women. Oh, okay. I would love to see them. And these dolls are 18 inches. And they also came out with matching books and everything. And this is her birthday outfit. And when Addie came out, I want to say it was 1993, 92, 93. Okay. My daughter just definitely, she wanted one so bad. I'm going, I ain't spent no $100 for no doll. But, you know, she really takes care of her stuff and she really wanted it. And she was so surprised when she woke up and that doll was under the tree. And she still has it. We stood in line for hours. The first author of the American Girl Addie series was an African-American named Connie Porter. And she was at the bookstore. And we stood in line for hours to get all of her books signed. Thank you, Linda. And there are usually about 6 books in each one of the series of these. These are hardbacks. And this was the outfit of the original Addie here. And this book is probably by Connie Porter, this one. Yes, this one is by Connie Porter. Those were the original American Girl stories by her. Ooh. So let me lay her down. And along with that, you could order a special VHS tape. And this was actually hers. I don't know why she hadn't taken this home. And it has the story and everything of Addie. And one thing that Addie came with is something we talked about last week. Where is it? It's on this table. Addie came with a cowrie shell. And you know, we talked about how the cowrie shell was used for money and everything. So in the packages that I sent out this week, hopefully I sent it out to everybody that ordered something last week. I sent them one of these here. And they're just on a string. And this string is 22 inches long, so you can wear this as a necklace. Where is it? You can wear it as a necklace. What else I use these for? You can use this as a bookmark. Just put it in your book to mark where you are. Or the other thing you can use this for, let's see if I can get it right today. You wrap it, lay it there on your arm. Wait, let me separate it first. Let me separate it. Okay. So lay that right there on your arm, wrap it around, wrap it a second time till you come around, and then hook your shell through there, and now you have a bracelet. So that's something very, very simple. And if you would like a cowrie shell, and just send me a note and I'll, put one in the mail for you in a regular envelope or with an upcoming order. So that's just some simple uses that you can do with it. Also, you'll see a lot of people that have locks. They'll have cowrie shells in their locks as well. So you could take this and wrap it around your hair. So it's a lot of uses, just this simple cowrie shell on a string. Okay, this was the original set of books, and this is the one that she had. I don't know why some of this is still here. But this is what got her hooked on Addie. This magazine right here was sent out to your house. And you can see our old address is still on there. You want one, Mary? Okay. Send me an email because honestly, I will forget. I'll try to write a note for cowrie shells. Mary. Yeah, I have your info, so I can do it. Paula, you'll be getting one. I know I put one in yours. Eileen, I know I put one in yours. So a lot of them did go out, but I don't know if I sent out all of them. Okay, so that was one thing that really kind of changed, and people started looking at African American dolls. And this doll here, I found her today too, believe it or not. This is a Madame Alexander, and this is a Pussycat doll. And usually when you think of Madame Alexanders, you think of the little 8-inch ones. But this one here she's big. She's the size of a newborn. And her clothes were just like in pristine. I mean, they were just like perfect condition. And her crier box still works. But her clothes, her everything was just in like really, really good condition. And she has a sweet face. I mean, it's the same face that they use for all of her hair. I mean, which is very unusual to find one still in such good condition. And another thing that Avon did back in 1994, they contacted, I'm not sure of how it happened, and a really, really famous jewelry artist named Colleen Simpson designed a black cameo brooch and matching earrings. And these were from Avon. Hey, Edward. Oh, well, welcome and thank you. And these are like very hard to find now. When they were new, I think this set might have costed, I don't know. It wasn't expensive because I'm cheap, okay? I would say probably about $30 or whatever. These are now, this set is now selling for at least like $100, $150 and up to $200 on, depending on where you are. And the good thing about this necklace is that you can open up this little thing here and take it off of the little black choker, and it's a brooch. But look how beautiful that is. And this was by Avon in 1994, around that time. Okay, what else do I have to share that's over here? Oh, I have another doll I wanted to share with you. Of course, hey Leanne, how are you? Everybody had to compete with the American Girl dolls. So Magic Attic came out with the Magic Attic Club. And they put out a line of 18-inch dolls. And they were very similar, but had a thinner body than the American Girl dolls. Hey, Nancy. And her name is Keisha. And she came with a series of books as well. Her little dress, she's showing her panties. There you go. And this is the matching book to this one. So these, hey Candy, how are you? So these came with, it came with a matching book and everything. And these are all the girls that was in that series that initially came out of American Girl, the Magic Attic Club. And they have tons and tons of books. But of course, these dolls were pricey. They were $100. I call that pricey anyway. So Target and Walmart came out with their own line of 18-inch dolls, and those were more affordable, like at $29. And the ones at Target came out with a line of books as well to match those. So made it more affordable for everyone. And the next thing I wanted to share is just a few of my favorite books. This book here is by Walter G. Dean Meyer. But what do you see the pictures in this book? It's primarily a picture book. I call it that anyway. Oh, and I got something else. Did I bring that? I'm going to have to run and get that. But look at the pictures in this book. But that one's not the best picture, but that was one of the first pictures. But if you want to see some beautiful African American vintage photographs, it's really got some nice stuff in here. And I want to say my daughter, I think, gave me this book one year for, let me see, did she sign it? No, she didn't. But this book was published in what year? I don't have a date in this book. 1993. 1993. But look at her face. And look at these three little children there. I mean, it's just like, hey, Jonathan. It is just like the pictures in here are fantastic. And this one I used in a video I did the other day. These are African American lullabies in here. But again, I bought them for the pictures. Look at those. And the artwork in here is by Brenda Joy Smith, I believe. And I will show you some of her. I didn't bring them with me, but I'm going to go and get them. Some of her art, some of her, what are they called? Figurines. Then this is a different type of book here. This company here had put out a line of fairy tales and retold them using African American characters and stuff in them. But the artwork, again, you know, I'm all about the artwork. Mr. Green, can you look in that cabinet out there and bring me a few of those figurines, the one right out in the hallway? Excuse me, y'all. Can you guess who this is by? I'll show you her face. Yeah, this is an Alice by Whoopi Goldberg. And she also have another line of paperbacks called the Sugar Plum Fairies. But again, the artwork in this book. And these books are all still available and at very reasonable cost. You can find them. And here's another one by an artist. I mean, not an actor. That one, and then up on the top shelf, you'll see some little girls playing jump rope or a little girl standing by a fence. Look at this one. This is by Will Smith. And this, you can see it's signed and everything. And these were his kids and Jada Pinkett when they were little, you know, and now they're adults. But look at the artwork. That's what's so beautiful. Hey, Randy. Show me the contents. I nearly bought me. Oh, okay. Yes, those are some of the ones I want. Okay. And I was saying about, thank you, about Brenda Joy Smith. Here is a piece of her, some of her figurines. But look at all the detail. Look at that face up close. Look at that. And these were put out in the 1999. This is one of Brenda Joy Smith. And this is another one. Look at this little girl in the rose. Look at her face. And she's leaning up against a tree. She has a little Band-Aid. And the good thing about all of her all of her art, it comes with a little tiny, like a postcard, no smaller than a postcard, like a baseball size card, with the artwork of all of these figurines on it. Back in the 90s, the figurines was a big deal. These ones are by, who's this? Is this a Sarah's Attic? No, this is an All God's Children. And this was by Martha, was Holcomb? Is that her last name? Yeah, Margaret Holcomb. And these ones was made by Unesco. And they went, you know, by the time Unesco started making the quality wasn't quite as good. Yes, like a trading card, yes. But here's another one of All God's Children. This one right here, actually, these were called Miss Martha's collection, and they were less expensive than, say, these larger ones. But look at the face on that. And all the detail, and they're all signed in there. You can see these were from the 80s. Yes, it's a show and tell. That's all. Nothing is, you know. And Martha Holcomb did all kinds of children. Here's an Indian one that I recently found to American, a Native American. Look at the face of that one. Look at the details. And all of them, you can tell her name is Minnie. And this is from 1993. And I think this one here was from the 80s, this earlier one. 80, I can't really read the date on that. So people ask me what I collect, and those are the kind of things that I've had these for years. Some of these, well, I have another one out there, which I don't want to act. Oh, it's these kind here. These ones here, a girlfriend actually gave me several of these for my birthday. Every year she'd give me a new one. And I've shown her before, I know, but I mean, I just love her. Hey, Kathleen, how are you? And what else? Oh, this angel here, my sister gave me this one. Look at the face on her. And she has little teeny tiny braids. And this angel was by Elements, and I cannot read the name of the artist on that. And this was from 2006. So, in her, for some reason, I don't know how I did it. I broke her cross, but I glued it back in her hand because I wanted to keep it. And it says, faith is held close to our hearts. So that would tie right in with Quants. But she's really pretty. And I found this at the thrift store yesterday. I don't know what it is. Maybe somebody knows and they can tell me. I found this piece of pottery. And I believe it's a hobbyist piece, but it has like a cord on it. And it just kind of dangles. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if you put water in it. I don't know what that is. If anybody, and it's not big. It's only about 4 inches tall. It has that leaf pressed in it. And looking at the lip, it almost looked like it's for water. So do anybody know what that is? Every day. Oh, you were sick, Kathleen? I didn't know that. Oh, now this is old. Can I put a date on this? I signed it. It's a wall pocket, yeah. I guess, yeah, maybe put a little flower in it. This fell out of one of them old books when I used to just sit and sketch. It's just a little cherub. I can't even remember when I did that. I don't have a date on it. I see my signature. I guess, yes, dried flowers would be real nice in that. Thank you. Because honestly, I could not figure out what it was. And this book right here, I have not written in it. Make sure this is the right one here, because I'll be picking up multiples. It's called Generations. And it's just like an album that you can write all your notes about your family in it. And you see, I picked it up at the thrift store. It had belonged to Amber Rain Francis. Yeah, this is the one that's written in. And she started doing her family tree, but she only wrote on one page. But again, it's the artwork that does it for me. The wall pocket has a Southwest name. Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah, I found this, I don't know when I was at the thrift store one day, but I just thought it was neat. And I said, I'm going to get this. Okay, Nancy, we'll see you later. I'll pop over when I'm finished because I'm going to be finishing up real quick here. Because, I mean, I could go on and on with books and stuff, but I'm not going to do that. And then this is an older version, but there's a lot of books out to value your dolls, the encyclopedia of dolls and stuff. And so this book is very old. It's like coming apart. What year did this come out? And I actually bought this from the author. You can see it says to Patricia. She kind of messed up my name. I even got my phone. I wonder why I put my phone number there. And I'm trying to find the year this book was published. And I don't know why it's in such bad condition. The glue is just not holding because it's not super old. And there's no date on it. Maybe it's a note. But there's tons and tons of pictures of all kinds of black dolls in here. And you can see how this book is just coming apart. Oh, that's an F&B there. Oh, the doll I just showed you, it's in that book right here. This is a Pussycat, 18 inches. It came out in 1977. Vinyl, it just tells about it a little bit. The price range when it was put out was between $85 and $110. So that's the same little doll right here in the pink dress. So, but I have and they also included a lot of cloth dolls, which is very unusual. I have them for antique dolls and just any kind of doll. So that was just a few of the things I wanted to share. Let me look around me and see if there's anything else around here. I think that was about it. And this is another one, the artwork in this book. If you ever decide to get rid of the picture behind you, the lady and the little girl in the pink dress, please let me know. This one here, or I'm not getting rid of all, because I only paint when I feel like it. I have to be inspired. The little girl in the pink dress, I might be selling her because I do have a couple of Pussycats, but I do need to look to see if I have this one. I just found her today. So, but I think I have a couple of these. The first one you pointed to. Oh, this one here. When did I paint? Oh, I can't see the signature on that. I probably painted that in the two. Did you paint? Yes. I probably painted this picture here in like 2000 or something. That one I painted in 2000. And I have a lot of different ones, but you can't see them. They're all around the room, the different artwork. Some of them I painted, some of them I've just collected. I did try, one thing I did do behind your shoulder, your left shoulder, which name is, oh, the little girl in the pink dress. Oh, no, I'm not selling that one either. I painted that one in 1993. I did date that. I can see it. Yeah. I did paint her that picture, but no, I'm not selling that either. That's a picture of my old church. Can you see the name? No. But I have a book. Where's that book at? I see him today. Let's see if I can get it right there. I had a book and I did all the illustrations in that book. I love it very much. I understand. Yeah, I really have to be in the mood because I paint because I love it. And when it becomes a job that I have to do it, it takes the joy out. And it's the same thing with dolls. I mean, I make dolls and I really enjoy making dolls, but I have to be in the mood to make dolls. That's why I don't do any custom work. I don't take any special orders because I just want to do it because I love it. And I know that sounds whatever, but when you start getting old, you don't mind. You just do what you want to do. So that's one of the joys I've had. As I've aged. So if there are no other questions, but we will be back next week at this time. That happens with jewelry making, yes. We'll be back next week the same time. Thank you, Eileen. But we have two special guests next week. We're going to have Angela. I need to send her an email. Maybe she's on. I don't see her name yet. And also another lovely artist and author. She's not on YouTube a lot, but her name is Sandra, and she, what's Sandra's last name? I can see it, but I can't think of it. But anyway, we're having two guests next week. And we also will have Jody's Home Sewing, and she has lots of journals made up. So she'll have lots of journals. So be ready for journals next week. I agree, Randy. Thank you, Linda. I'll look for them in my email or post them on, you can post them on Instagram and I'll get a notification as well. But she's going to have lots of journals, so y'all be ready. I'm going to have a few dolls. And what else have I been working on? Some doll pens. Some doll pens and key rings. What else will I have? You know, can you clarify handmade gifts? It doesn't have to be handmade candy. It can be anything. But handmade, when I think of handmade, it could be, I'm just looking around on my floor to see what I see close to me. Okay. I see this lace. Okay, so, I'm a doll maker, so I think like that. Thank you. Let me know when you get them. I'll be excited to see what you think. You could take like this ribbon and gather it with a needle and thread. I mean, it can be something very simple, and it forms a little circle or whatever. And then make layers of that till it become a puffy ball, put a string on it. Or you can buy somebody else's handmade. Yes, Candy's mommy sent us this, and I keep it right on the desk. And you can usually I have a little pen in here and the notepad, but the notepad just fell out when I picked it up. But she made me this, which is very simple. Candy, I mailed your mom's out yesterday. No, it doesn't have to be anything to do with Kwanzaa. Or like I was saying too, it could be maybe the person's name you pick. They really like, say, little animals. So maybe you find something like this cute little deer here. That would be a perfect little gift. Put it in some little tissue paper, stick it in a little box, and that would be a perfect little gift. So we're not asking you to go out and the other thing is, what else? I'm just trying. I mean, it can be like anything. Or the other thing you could do, like maybe the person is an artist and they like doodling. Maybe you have something like this. This is an alcohol ink kit. Wrap something up like this and let them create their own art. Because in like this little kit, there's paper, there's everything. And I think I probably bought this on clearance someplace for some reason. But everything you need is in there to make a gift. So the person, yes. That's a great idea, Candy. We hadn't talked about that, but yeah, when you email Jody, you may want to include different things you like, because you have to remember, the person that gets your name may not know you. Hey, Teresa. Yeah, the person that gets your name may not know you. So that would be, great. Oh, my bad. I got, because Jody said it'd have to be, no, not really. Because the whole thing about it is, it's just the idea of sharing and becoming a community of one. So it can be anything. It could be, like some of the books I've shared would be a very, a good gift. It's so many different books out there. And so when you give like the gift of a book, you're also giving a gift of art. So it is a lot of different things that you can do. So how long have we been on? 44 minutes. Okay. So like I said, I was going to be short tonight, and but we will be here next week with 2 new artists. The book is a great idea. A book would be a great idea. And like I don't have one here. But like say this book here, you could put this book in a frame and just hang it on the wall as a piece of artwork. So, but it does not have to be a handmade gift. It can be anything. It's just the idea to let someone know you were thinking of them. Okay. So be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Also go over and subscribe to everybody else's channel. Sorry, I can't put any links in because I don't have my computer set up on that tonight. What else? Tomorrow, I think it's at 7 o'clock on Trisha's channel. We're going to be sharing vintage photographs. And Miss Sue Spezio will be with us to give her commentary on that. Okay. So that's going to be fun. Tomorrow, I think it's at 7 o'clock on Trisha's channel. And we got some beautiful, different photography. And each one of them have a story. Each one of the pictures come with a story. So that'll be tomorrow at 7. And I won't have a show on this Saturday, but toward the end of the month, I'm going to be having Norma Jean on my channel. She'll be sharing some of her lovely things. Hey, Nellie, how are you? Still got it right here on the thing. I don't know why I didn't put it in the mail when I was mailing all of this stuff, but I still have it right here on my desk so I don't lose it again. So, woo, yeah. So join me with Norma Jean and also Auction Queen. Is it Auction Queen? Yeah, Auction Queen will be on my channel, those two. And then I still need to get in touch with Paula and try to, but my schedule this month, I just was so tired that I didn't, I'm not doing my regular shows. So hopefully the first week of March, maybe Paula can come and join me on a Saturday. So Paula, I'm kind of putting you on the spot. And also it's making me accountable and make me get up and do something. So again, thanks everyone. And I really appreciate you taking time to spend with me. And hopefully, and also what else Jody and I did talk about today before I go. We did talk about contact me when you're ready, of course. Okay, thank you. We also talked about, like, if you have a different thing that you do in your culture, your religion, your whatever, that you would like to come on and share with us and create an event around that, we would love to do that. So again, thanks everyone and good night. And I do appreciate it. And as I always say, it's so many other places that you could be. So we really appreciate you joining us. I'm trying to type while I'm talking. Can't wait to see you get. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm excited about that too. So good night, everyone. We appreciate you so much. And Kathleen, I hope you're feeling better. Bye, Dana Grace and Jonathan and Mary and Linda and Paula and Nellie and Sharon. Hopefully I didn't miss anyone. And Leanne. And if I did, charge it to my heart, okay, as they say, and not my head. So thanks. Good night.